everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica, and on today's video I'm going to be doing a what I bought from the dollar store look something, I guess. I've seen this been going around YouTube for a couple months now, and I think it's sort of died down, so I figured, hey, no one else is doing it, why don't I do it? So I went to my dollar store today, and I went through and I picked up a bunch of different stuff. I didn't buy any brushes. I probably should have, but I didn't. And I actually had makeup on already, so that just came off, and I'm ready to go with this stuff. And honestly, this is all going to get washed off probably as soon as I put it on, because I don't have everything I need. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I tried to get everything that I would need. Some of the stuff I just couldn't find. There are like $4 stores in my town, and I probably could have went to another one, but I needed to do back to school shopping, and I needed to do a couple of different things, so I just didn't have time to run around. So I had one store and done. So the very first thing I got, I couldn't find any primer. There was no primer at my dollar store, at least. And they had a couple of different types of foundation. They had liquid foundations, but they only had them in dark, and I use air quotes there because their dark looked like a medium. It was nowhere near a dark skin tone, so it wouldn't work on my skin though. So I did end up with two different things that I'm going to use today. I have this Sassy and Chic. I think that's what it's called, Sassy and Chic. This is a beauty benefit cream. So I'm going to be using this initially. I'm going to go ahead and open this sucker up. And it is in the color Light 1. And, ooh, that looks really light, like pinky. Being this is a BB cream, I'm just going to go ahead and the directions say apply and blend with fingertips. I'm going to try to use all the directions that the packaging says. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. This actually might not be too far off of my skin tone. It looks like it might be a little bit too pale. But pretty much I had the option of light or deep, which they called deep, which was actually medium. So, and this stuff has a really weird smell to it. But my store didn't have a primer, so I'm going with this. And it doesn't appear to be giving me any coverage at all. Definitely sheer coverage. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could probably continue to build it up, but I'm going to call it there. It has a weird smell, which is getting to me. Very chemically smelling. I don't like it. Okay, moving on to the next item. I'm going to put on some concealer. And then I'm going to put on some powder, which I was able to find. They have like a powder compact foundation that I'm going to use, but I'm going to start with a concealer. So this is the LA Colors concealer in the color Nude, which was their lightest color that they had in the store at the time that I was there today, but it does not look really light. Actually, that BB cream looks lighter than this does. But we'll give it a try. Okay. There is what the product looks like, and it is a doe foot applicator, and it is definitely I don't know, it might not be too dark. I thought it was, but apparently I might be wrong. And I don't obviously have anything to apply this with, so I'm just going to use my fingers. Let's see what it says. Does it have directions? Apply in decided areas, blend thoroughly and evenly with fingertips or sponge applicator. So I'm going to go ahead and just try to get that blended in. Honestly, I don't think I have any coverage from that. In this lighting, it doesn't look too bad. It does look a little darker. Maybe when I go back to edit the video, I'll be able to tell a difference, but it actually doesn't look too bad. I'm actually very, very impressed with that. I thought that that was going to be a little bit too dark for me, and at least in my mirror here, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah. I don't feel like it gave me much coverage though. If you're looking at my eyes, it doesn't look like I have much coverage from that. So, not too bad. I just wish I had a different color because I could have been able to tell a little bit better if it was going to give me coverage. All right. Moving on to the next item, I'm going to go ahead in with this LA Colors Pressed Powder Compact, and it is in the color beige, but it looks very light. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the packaging, and this has a little sponge that's behind it, and let's see how it says to apply. Using the applicator, lightly sweep the pressed powder. Pat lightly and evenly over face using gentle downward strokes. Okay. Got some on the applicator. Oh, okay. This is giving me more coverage than the BB cream did, and I would even say that I think this is giving me more coverage than the concealer did. But I think this is too dark for my skin. I could be wrong. I don't know, what do you all think? The sponge really doesn't fit in there very well. And this doesn't want to shut. Let's see. I can't get this to shut. There we go. Okay. I got it shut. I'm actually really impressed with that. Believe it or not, I think it actually made my skin look fairly even. I don't feel like it's sitting too deeply into my pores, considering I don't have a primer on. I have the BB cream, but I don't have a primer on underneath that. Yeah. I'm actually really impressed with that powder, given that it was only $1. That I'm impressed with. Alright, moving on to the next item. What should I do next? I guess I'll do my eyes next. I got 3 different eyeshadow palettes, and I'll tell you why in a second. The first one was the Colormates eyeshadow, and this says smooth the pale shades to bring out the highlights of your eyes. Use medium shades to blend and increase the depth of the eyes. Use dark shades to define and accent your eyes. Removes easily with makeup remover or soap and water. Okay. So this is the Colormates brand. It is the shade Garden Party. I'm really hoping that this has a cover on it, but I don't think it does. Okay, good. It does have a cover. It just looked really thin, and I was worried that there was no cover on it. So there's that palette. This is the first one that I got. I'm going to take the little sponge applicator, which I am going to use to apply. But there are those colors. And then I also got the LA Colors 6 color eyeshadow in the, it's Haute, H-A-U-T-E. This I bought because the other one didn't appear to have any mattes. So I wanted some matte eyeshadows. So I got this one here from LA Colors, which does have some neutral mattes in it. And that one actually has some tape on it. Let's get that out. Okay. And so there are those colors. Again, they're just like some neutral brown mattes. And then the last one, I actually got 3, like I said. The last one I got is also from LA Colors. This is a 3 color. These are more of a shimmer. I do like that although they're in a plastic package, they also are all taped. There's a little piece of tape on them. So this is the last one. This is also from LA Colors. Bust my fucking fingernail. And there are those 3 colors. So one of the things that I ran into that I did not have or I could not find was a bronzer and a highlight. They had different blush shades, but no bronzer and no highlight. And what I was looking to do was maybe use some of these eyeshadows as bronzers and highlights. The reason why I bought this one, I actually was probably going to pass on this one. This is, by the way, the Sunflower palette. But the reason why I bought this one is because that golden one there, I thought would make a really pretty highlighter on my cheeks. So that's why I ended up with this little palette. So I have no primer for my eyes, so I'm just going to go back into that concealer, use a little bit of that as eye primer, and I'm just going to pat that in with my fingers. And that concealer dries very, very quickly. Okay, I'm going to go in with my matte shadows here. I'm going to use the applicator in it, and I'm going to use the pale color here. I don't think this have any colors. They don't have any names on it. So I'm going to use the pale color and put that across my eyelid first. Next, I'm going to go ahead in with, what do I want to do next? I think what I'm going to go into next is the reddish color here. I'm going to use that same applicator and go into that red color and try to put that in my crease. Okay, those ones aren't too bad. Like I said, they start out dark and then lighten up. Okay, that's fine. I've had some high-end ones that do the same thing. I'm going to go into the Color Mates palette. I'm going to take the little applicator that came with it. And I'm going to go into the light purple, which is right here. I'm going to go ahead into that one, and I'm going to pat that all over my lid. And that has almost no pigment. So I'm going to go ahead into the next one, the middle, the plum color, and I'm going to try that one on my lid and see how that one goes. That has almost no color as well. Okay, that one actually didn't turn out too bad. It just turned into a light purple. To keep using this palette, I think what I'm going to do is go into the golden color here in the middle and pack a little bit of that on top of the purple to see if it'll make it sparkle at all. Okay, that gold actually seems to do the best so far. I'm going to go into the dark purple, which is here on the end, and I am going to, my whole applicator's dirty. I'm going to try to put that just in the outer V. I'm going to leave it as that. Honestly, this little applicator is like tugging at my eyes and I don't like it. So I'm going to put that aside. I don't think my eyes turned out bad. I think the gold color that I put on actually is probably the best. I am going to go ahead in with some mascara and eyeliner that I found. I'm going to keep these other two palettes open, the eyeshadow palettes open, because I'm going to use those on my face. So I did find the LA Colors Auto Liner Eyeliner in the color Black Brown. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out. This is a gel eyeliner. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and put that along my lash line. And I don't like this. I'm going to keep trying to get it on, but I don't like it. It's not soft. Maybe if I get it going, it'll get softer. Okay, so once I got that going, it wasn't as bad, or as hard. Like when I first tried to use it, it was really hard, but I still didn't like it very much. It did tug on my eyes. I did not like this. I will not use this again. Alright, I do have the Wet n Wild Enhance and Define Full Healthy Lashes Mega Wear Mascara in the color Very Black. Go ahead and get this open. And see how this does. I do have a Wet n Wild mascara that I do like. A lot, actually. I have the Wet n Wild Lash Renegade, which I bought at Rite Aid, so I'm not using it in this video. And I do like that one. So let's see how the Wet n Wild Mega Wear works. It's just got a normal twisty brush. Okay. I think that actually looks really nice. I mean, it's not the most volumizing mascara that I've ever used, but I think it looks fine. For $1, I would not hesitate to buy that again. So I'm gonna put that in the good pile. All right, so on to my face. I did already do the powder, which is fine. I need some blush, bronzer, and highlighter. What I am going to actually be doing, and I'm going to cheat here, I do not have any brushes from the dollar store, so I'm going to use the brushes that I do have. I am actually going to go in with my Sigma large angled contour brush. I'm going to try to get this brown right here and see if I can use that for some contour. Let's see how it goes. And you know, amazingly enough, there's not a lot of kick up in these shadows. Like at all. There is because I'm using such a big brush, but there's not that much kick up. Well, that probably was a little bit too dark, but I've done worse with real contours. So, or real contouring powder. Try to blend that out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead in with my brush here for a blush, and what I'm going to do is use this little palette right here, and I'm going to use that middle color, the peachy color, and I'm going to use that as a blush color. Well, it's made my cheeks a little bit more metallic than I wanted them, but it's okay. And then I'm going to go in with my Royal Langnickel Highlight and Glow brush, and I'm going to go into the golden color in this palette and use that as a highlight. Now there was one that had a white shimmer in it, which I could have used that too, but I went with this one. I figured I would actually use this more than the other one. So I'm going to go with that. It's probably a little bit too bright, but it's okay. And the last thing I need to do is lips. I have this LA Colors Lip Gloss Lipstick Duo in the color Charmed. And I feel like I have way too much stuff on my cheeks now, but it's okay. It has a smell to it. Now, first thing I noticed is that my poor little lipstick was ruined. Seems to still work okay. And the reason I bought this one is because the lip gloss is very shiny. So I think I'm going to actually use the lip gloss from this duo. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the lipstick though. It's a nice color. There's the lipstick. And I'm going to go ahead and use this lip gloss because it does have glitter in it. And that's interesting to me. So, and it has a smell. It smells like berries. It smells like cherry actually, specifically cherry. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is wipe that off and go back in with the lipstick and then put the gloss on top. Because I just wasn't getting, I was not getting a very good payoff in the color there. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lipstick on and then put the gloss on top. Let it dry for a second, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the gloss on top of it. Alright, so there's my look. I got everything I have on my face. Some things definitely I like better than others. This powder, the pressed powder, I'm very impressed by. I do really like this pressed powder. I think it went on my skin nicely. I was worried about the color. The color turned out okay. This I like. I will probably use again. I might actually bring this to work. I don't like to leave makeup in at work because I don't really wear makeup at work, but what I might do is bring this and maybe a brush and leave it in at work. Just in case I want to do something with it. I don't know. The mascara, I would buy again. Like I said, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Wear Mascara. I would buy that again in a heartbeat. The concealer, believe it or not, I was really worried about this concealer. I actually really like this. I feel like it went less in my lines than some really high-end concealers. So I would buy this again. I think I might look for a lighter color, just like one shade lighter, if I can find one. But overall, I don't think this turned out too bad. This actually I was really impressed with. What else did I like? This eyeshadow palette, the big one from Colormates, I mean, there just really wasn't much color payoff with this eyeshadow palette. I mean, you can use it. Obviously, I was able to get an eye look out of it, so you can definitely use it. There just wasn't a whole lot of color payoff, so you're going to be spending some time to really build up that color. The little matte Haute color palette from LA Colors, I liked that. Again, it wasn't super dramatic when it came to the color payout, but I was able to build it, so that I like as well. So like I said, the Colormates was you could do that, but you don't have, but it's not the best. This LA Colors one I liked, and then this LA Colors was okay. I did not use it on my eyes. I think I would really like this on my eyes because I do like that little almost foiled look on my eyelids. So I will definitely use this again on my eyes to see what it looks like. So this might actually go into my work drawer as well. And then the lipstick, it's not setting. I mean, I only put it on like 5 minutes ago, but I still feel like it's really wet, and it's definitely not transfer proof. So I'm really not digging the lipstick. I would say that's a pass. No, it's not a matte lipstick, so liquid lipstick, so maybe that's causing it. The eyeliner I do not like. I would pass on that. The BB cream I do not like. I would pass on that. So is that everything? We got all these packages here. I think so. So overall, it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The BB cream is a pass. The eyeliner is a pass. The lipstick is a pass. Those three are definite passes. The Colormates is a it's okay. It's not horrible. Not a definite go, not a definite pass. You could get away with this. But these other ones, I think I might just take into work and leave in my drawer. I really enjoyed these. The LA Colors powder, the Haute LA Colors eyeshadow palette, the Sunflower eyeshadow palette from LA Colors, the Wet n Wild mascara I'm definitely impressed with, and the LA Colors concealer was alright as well. So I would say that you can definitely find some products in the dollar store that will work for you. You don't have to buy all name brand products. My biggest problem with my look is my cheeks. I couldn't find any bronzer, and I couldn't find any contour or blush. They had blush, but the blush was like a really bright pink with sparkles in it, and that really wasn't the look I was going for. So I know I've looked worse. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually call John up here and see what he thinks. I know I don't normally do that on my Wednesday videos, but for this one, I think I'm going to do that. So give me 1 minute and I'm going to get him up here and see what he thinks.
Is this a glam looky?
It's kind of a glam look.
Is this the dollar store stuff?
This is my dollar store stuff, yes. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Drop. Ooh. Hey now. Hey now.
What do you think?
That's some interesting concealer highlighter stuff you got going on.
On my cheeks?
Yeah.
Yes. I used, for my blush and highlight, I used this eyeshadow palette. So it's all very shiny. I couldn't find a blush that was matte.
Yeah.
So I was going to have a shine no matter what I did.
Yeah.
And I sort of like this eyeshadow palette, so I think I will use that again.
Really?
Which is why I bought this one rather than like the blushes that they had.
Well, it does match then, sort of.
I did not put this on my eyes.
Oh, you did not? Because it sort of matches the inside a little bit.
No, I used these other two eyeshadow palettes on my eyes today.
Yeah. I mean, it sort of matches, I guess, in that regard. Now, the lipstick looks awful.
The lipstick is awful. I'm going to take it off right now. I just wanted to show you.
Okay.
But yeah, absolutely, the lipstick is awful. I don't like that.
Not that you're a big fan of lipstick, but that stuff looked very much
It did not.
dry.
Well, it wasn't real drying.
Oh.
I just couldn't get it to look right on my lips. That was one of the things that I said a definite pass on.
Yeah. Now, did you use a foundation?
What I used was this BB cream, which I did not like.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And I used this powder, which actually I did like this powder.
Uh-huh.
The worst part is I can't get it open.
Do you want me to open?
No, I got it. So there's the powder.
Oh.
So this one actually wasn't too bad, except it looks like I might be hitting pan already.
Yeah.
You see the lines?
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know that the camera's gonna pick that up.
You didn't use very much.
Like right in here, you can start, I'm starting to see the lines of the pan.
Yeah.
So I might be hitting pan in 5 seconds here. Not one more usage, I might hit pan.
Well, it's $1.
It was $1, yes. But I did like this powder. Anything on my face that looks decent is because of this powder.
Really
the BB cream didn't look good at all.
Yeah, well, there's a pinkness to most of your face.
Yes, I have a natural pinkness.
Well, I know, but like there's some spots that aren't normally pink that are pink now.
Okay.
And that's why I was like,
which spots are those?
You're like most of your chin is sort of pinky.
I do get some pink on my chin. Yes.
And
I don't know.
Even some like spots on your forehead that aren't normally pink have a look to it that is pink.
Okay. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you'd like to be, please hit the red subscribe button and the little bell so you can get notified when I do upload new videos. And if you have any comments, what did you think of this dollar store look for $9? Put that in the comment section down below. I do appreciate it. Have you bought products at the dollar store? Anyway, I hope you like this video, and we will see you next time on Epic Beauty Fail. Bye.